And we're back.
Are we? We are back.
We are back. Yeah,
Holy
right?
smokes.
Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year.
I'm grateful for that, which means we should probably start off with some gratitude this year. And I am grateful to be here. I'm grateful that everyone is listening, and I'm grateful for the new year.
Yeah, me too. I'm so grateful for all of that. And I'm grateful we're back and you're back for another episode, a new season, season 2 of Plantspiration Unplugged. We're John and Stefanie and John, founders of Plantspiration. We started a nonprofit to help people go plant-based for their health, the animals, and the planet. Like, come on.
Yeah, get
We're
those
back,
claps
baby.
in here. People know us for losing 250 pounds as a family and reversing a slew of chronic diseases. And that's what we're on a mission doing today.
Yeah.
Every day, to break free from the system that made us sick in the first place. I mean, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yep.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it. In season 2 of Plantspiration, this episode, by the way, we're officially here. Something has shifted. I just want to say, if you've ever thought, am I the only one seeing this? Am I, watching something that feels wrong, but I can't do something about it?
Yeah.
Then you're in the right place. This is what we're going to talk about today. But first, I want to let everybody, they're not alone on this journey.
That's right.
There's so much going. We're just back in here. Look at new room, no whiteboards,
Right.
new vibe, calmer. How are you feeling about everything, by the way?
I feel good. I feel great.
Yeah,
This is
we are here. It's happening. And boy, is it happening.
It is happening. It's like a no resolution, total revolution situation.
It is. And based on you tallying up that health report,
Oh, look out.
we haven't talked about it. I haven't
No,
really
this
posted
is
about
great.
it.
Oh, my
I've
gosh.
kept some stuff going a little bit, in the group, but I haven't seen the full. I hear people talking about it. It's just there's so much awesomeness going on. We couldn't wait to get in here, but first let's dive into what we always do, and that's real life.
Yeah, right.
What is how I know we haven't been in here in quite a few weeks, but I just want to kind of give how have things been going for you at work? Fill us in with the last couple months, because a lot has happened, and we want to bring you guys in.
I got to go through my memory banks.
Well, we
it's just been
had
crazy.
company coming.
Yeah.
So while
Yeah.
you've been trying to keep up with work, I've been trying to keep up with the nonprofit, which is blowing up.
Right.
We were trying to put our house together in the middle of all this.
Back together after the
After
remodel.
the full paint job.
Full paint.
And then we paused the podcast. The holidays came. I know I asked you I asked you how your week was going.
It was,
now I'm
my
going.
week, my months have been, just working, getting, new business in my shop, working my day job. And, you're being your sidekick in the Plantspiration.
That's right.
Eat Your Plants Off classes. Come on, we wrapped up a whole it was a whole year of all that curriculum, our own.
That's right. And then we already started the new classes this year, and
know.
everybody they're slaying it. That is the word of the year, is slaying it. But it was busy. We we did the class last week. We started it. You've been busy. I want to honestly say, this whole not being able to get a hold of you at work, this reception situation at work, it blows 100%. But I genuinely don't know what's going on until I get to see you.
Well, now I'm only like 9 minutes away. I mean, we might be able to do better with some walkie-talkies or something.
Are you being serious?
Woodchuck the squirrel, come in, squirrel.
I'll use them if that's the case. Because we did used to kind of talk and converse all day long. No, not all day long. We were able to get in touch all day long. If we needed something, or hey, I got an idea for the podcast, or I have an idea for this. And it's over.
I know. It's like, it's just like in the woods. So cell service is terrible, and the Wi-Fi in the building blows. So
we had some time to catch up, though, over the holidays. You did have some time off. I took some time off. We took a couple weeks off of teaching class. We took a couple weeks to take care of our house, take care of us. We had company coming.
yeah, it's awesome.
And this is fun. Emily's here.
It's been a good time off. But now we're back.
We're back. We're back with a daughter who's a phlebotomist.
Yeah.
We're back with round 2 of this amazing curriculum. What and
Yeah.
company was coming. We had company,
Yeah.
and that's always fun.
Heck yeah.
Remember when the kids would be like, why are you tripping out all the time? And it was a little bit different this time. You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
more
Not
relaxed.
so relaxed.
Way more relaxed. It's good.
So where are you at? What are you thinking right now?
I don't know. Just thinking about all the stuff we did and documentaries we watched.
We watched a ton of documentaries.
I wouldn't call it binging, but it was fringing on binging.
We never do that. We never just sit back and go,
No,
let's just watch
I know.
18 documentaries.
Yeah.
But boy, that really it only brought in more urgency to we kept saying, I can't wait to get into the podcast. This makes me want to be able to talk about this. People need to know. People need to hear this stuff. We watched that one document. The last one was like, that's
really
it. We need
impactful. Yeah.
to explain it a little bit.
And what was it? It was called The Pharmacist? Is that what it was called?
It was called The Pharmacist.
It was just really good. I mean,
I didn't expect it to go that way.
No, I mean, there was like there's so much to that story, but I mean, it came down to all the
Everybody's Googling it right now. But hold on. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it.
It's a good one.
We watched a lot of documentaries. We watched random, by the way. We will watch absolutely random things that we would never be interested in. I always want to just be like, you know what? I'm going to click on this, the Ocean Gate one. You know, I'm not really watching what's going on out there. And I love just kind of seeing how the whole documentary played out or where it went or where it was going. Right. Was there any favorite one that I like the Charlie Sheen one too.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, we saw so many different ones. Just
the Biggest Loser one. That one really got us going.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? And we knew when this was going on, statistically keeping the weight off and what they were doing to people. That was hard to watch. Like the first time we looked into it, I was like, this can't be. It's one of those things. This can't be okay. I had to look away. Yeah,
they were really rough on the people, weren't they?
I don't know if you guys know this, but that was not a good idea to be doing this Biggest Loser. These people, the documentary had a lot of...
was all the stuff that wasn't on the TV. I mean...
It like ruined lives. They gained weight back, then some. They left with eating disorders. You know, there was people saying that they were given caffeine pills. You know, the duress that they went under. Somebody basically
there were, like,
coded.
Lawsuits over it,
like somebody coded because they're starving them. They're giving them caffeine. And I'm not saying for everybody.
No.
And we're just telling you what was on the documentary. But it was another one of those moments. Like here we're watching, just like everybody in society, try to diet, try to lose weight, you know, all this misinformation. And these people are like banking their whole life on it. And we know if I could just get this weight off, I could get my life back. If I
know,
could
but watching it, you could just see, everybody goes in with the same thing. Just that.
If I could just do this one show and lose the weight because it's so massive, my whole life will change. My husband won't leave me. I'll be able to travel and save my job. It was just a lot to watch, knowing that this isn't going to be the solution to your problems.
Well, no, the problem with that show, I mean, there were several problems, but a lot of it was there was no therapist there.
None.
And nobody learned how to really fuel themselves. They didn't learn how to eat.
They learned nothing about their nervous system, how they got sick in the first place. And they certainly didn't know anything about nutrition education. And they didn't have... tools. No,
I mean, you have trainers giving this, a dietary advice.
They were doing like 1,200 calories. They were like starving them on 1,200 calories. You know, and what I always want to say to people, or even like what I said in the class, we all know fruits and vegetables are good for us.
Right.
The studies are out. You can reverse heart disease. You can reverse diabetes. You can reverse autoimmune. The studies are out there. So why isn't everybody doing it?
Well, because
they're all trying every day.
Exactly. I mean, you're not going to be reversing anything with the new food pyramid, or the last one, or the one before that, or before that, or.
You know what you reminded me of last night?
What?
What happened to my laptop?
Oh gosh.
That was exactly what you just described. So
yeah, that was not.
We had a little situation yesterday. We were doing the Saturday support group. We keep track because it's testimony, it's history, it's documented information, what's going on. And 5 minutes in,
recording has stopped. Your disc is full or whatever. It's like,
We already knew we were coming in here to record this new season, and I was like, I don't know what happened, but you clicked a button.
I'm going to make more room.
He hit make more room, and my iCloud threw up all over my laptop. It was on my desktop, actually. And my desktop is already...
Your desktop it was cleaned up, but wow, what a mess that is. But on your desktop...
I'm not denying it.
You have a folder on your desktop that says desktop.
Well, that makes sense
Then
to
there's
me.
oh man, then there's another folder. You have like
Explain it. Go ahead.
redundancy.
Explain it to them, because I am great at a lot of things. I'm great at organizing my house. I'm great at organizing my program. I'm great at organizing my nonprofit. I'm great at all these things, and I'm winning is how I feel. Like, look at what I've done.
You're excellent.
And
and
every time,
editing and all the
all of
apps
it,
and different
marketing,
things and all that.
editing, evolving, growing, branding.
But
I'm an entrepreneur.
Filing, you get an F. It starts with an F.
I'll take
you
it.
You get an F for filing.
I'll take it. I've had some.
Wow, yeah, that's when you have a desktop folder on your desktop and then another one right next to it that says Stephanie's MacBook desktop. It's like, oh, what the hell is going on here?
And then I thought, good thing Emily's here. She's definitely tech savvy. I know that she probably knows more about this than me. And I said, and she kept saying, "Let's go sit down with your laptop." And I physically run, because I've had people. Sorry to all my children I've said, "Hey, can you help me with this? It says disk full." And they just see what's going on and they're like, "I'm not doing this. This is like a ball of yarn tangled up with 52 balls of yarn."
Yeah, it's a mess. It is.
It's pretty bad, I guess. They're saying it's pretty bad. This is one of the worst case scenarios they've ever seen.
Yeah, any IT person would be like, you know what? It's going to cost you double.
So we can't have that. So when you said, how do you find something?
Yeah, that's how you find some. How does she? Okay, I'm like, hold on, Emily. You show us. How do you find a file? Oh, she's got to go to an email, click attach file, so the box will open up to the correct wherever she puts all her shit, whether it's on the desktop or in a folder that says desktop.
I cannot be the only one. I cannot be the only one that does. Do you guys do this?
Anybody else should also know, don't do that.
Is that like cringe factor for people? Is that like nails on a chalkboard when you come and see what I'm doing?
I don't know, but that's like, holy cow, well, that's why I asked, how do you find anything? You have to open an email and click attach file.
It's just how I learned to do it.
Well, don't.
This business started before I got a laptop. Let's see that in.
Yeah. Well, that's why you're good at the phone. That's where it all started, and you can easily navigate that.
Well, that's where the problem started and then when my first phone got filled up, I bought a second phone because I was like, oh, this one's full. We'll just do that. And then
you fill a phone and just get another one.
I'm just saying I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know how to save it. I didn't know what about a disk drive. I didn't understand any of that stuff. I'm too busy building this global nonprofit, and I'm just putting everything on my desktop. I was like, I know right where this is. I know right where this is. And then I would take my desktop once one of the kids showed me. So you guys have all showed me different techniques, and I've used them. You can just suck all these up and put them in a folder. Desktop 1.
Wow.
Perfect. Yeah. January, starting over.
Oh, shoot.
And then everything just blew up, and
I'm like, you just get an external hard drive. We'll try to fix this.
No problem. Went right to Walmart. Got
hopefully we're actually recording now.
That would blow if we didn't. Are we recording? You know what? That's real life, though.
Don't make me check it. No.
We couldn't wait to get in here because, most people start the new year with a resolution. Mine was a revolution when I got to the desktop part, but most people are starting off this year with resolutions.
A lot of them are the same as last year's resolution.
Every year, starting a diet, go to the gym, get healthy. I mean, did you guys just say, yeah, that's me? Because that's what I'm hearing. We're swamped as usual, beginning of the year, but something's different over here. And everybody who has seen the new food pyramid, which is every time I open my phone to just check my page, my messages, my stuff, I see these food pyramids blasted all over, and everybody's bitching about it.
Yeah.
In my feed.
Right.
This is ridiculous. This is not science. And we were there at ICNM when Christopher Garner went over the studies that they did for, how long was it?
What do you mean? Oh, it was 2 years. I have a whole sheet,
here
a
we
whole
go.
rundown for that,
Well,
so you guys know what's really going on.
Well, we're going to talk about the newest food guidelines and the familiar talking points of recycling the same, I'm going to say ridiculous information. I mean, I'm not mad. I'm not anti-people. I'm just anti-misinformation in that this is what I mean. We're watching people get sick. We're watching people who are being told there's nothing you can do about this when there certainly is. But this new food guideline got a lot of people riled up. And I took a different approach on social media when that came up, and that went over well.
Yeah.
But
Gotta make a real one.
we've seen, so the new, basically what we're going to talk about, or what I wanted to talk about, which I think everybody needs to hear about, we've got this new, oh my gosh, I mean, I'm in the dentist's office, and it's the first time I've seen a TV. Most people don't realize we never put our TVs back up after the paint job.
Right, right.
So we have no TVs in here. We're not really seeing any commercials or stuff going on. I'm too busy singing, and
Yeah. I don't have time for that, Mickey
I don't have
Mouse.
time for that. So I see on the TV, this was the first time I was like, what the hell is this? BS. And I was like, oh, right out the gate. I was like, well, this is, and then I just shut it off. My mind shuts off. My mind drifts away the minute, this industry is trying to say that we need meat,
Yeah.
saturated fats,
Yeah, come on, man. It's ridiculous.
tallow oil. What is, so then on social media, that's all I see is this food pyramid, and everybody's just like, what the hell's going on with this? And all I could think about was, remember when the tobacco industry came out?
No.
And they said, well, they did. They sat in front of Congress.
Oh, yeah. Oh, geez.
They sat in front of Congress and they were asked, is tobacco
is
nicotine addictive? And the whole tobacco, all the leading people said, no, not at all.
Yeah, right down the line, every person.
No, it is not addicting. No, no, it is not addicting. No, it is not addicting. No, it is not addicting. Now, let me ask you guys this listening. Isn't that a bunch of BS?
Yeah, big time.
So let me guess. The people on the panel for the tobacco industry were also the people who were making the recommendations that they weren't addicting. Wow. Do you notice a pattern there?
Yeah.
Well, wait, let me just put in another pattern. Then we've got that whole documentary we watched, The Pharmacist.
Right.
Recommend watching it. It's great. But it's coming down to the OxyContin, the pills that the pill mills that were going on.
Right,
and there's a problem. There's a huge problem. And
The opioid epidemic.
The opioid epidemic. Thank you for getting that. And when they put these, gosh, that documentary, it was like, could we just go in there and record the podcast right now? Because the way that the pharmacist was moving through things, it was familiar.
Yeah.
The urgency. He was over here doling out these prescriptions and watching the opioid epidemic take over his town.
Oh, yeah.
And he saw the problem. I know exactly what doctor's doing this. I know exactly where it's coming from. I know exactly that these people, the same thing. And he kept trying to raise awareness to it and he is.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Thank you, by the way. I might send this to him and go, thank you.
Right.
He is raising awareness just like we are. But watching people overdose and cause harm to themselves and what was going on was causing moral injury. And that's really what we had witnessed watching that.
Right.
You could see it. This guy was not sleeping. He was trying to reach the people who could make an impact for this, like the food industry.
Yeah, wow.
Like he would go to the FDA and they're like, so she's seeing 75 people a day and doling out the same prescription of a ton of pills. And they said she's a doctor. We shouldn't question what she's doing.
Right.
She's a doctor. She shouldn't
I know,
be questioned.
that's just bogus. That is not the right way to look at it. Oh, it's a doctor. They know it all.
It's what people are.
They know a lot, but let's not give them that much power.
Well, now we're being told that diets high in saturated fat and animal products are no big deal.
Yeah, hey.
No big
It's
deal.
fine.
I don't see that as fine.
No, it's not.
We're watching people. So sometimes we'll get into this topic where I say, here you've got people who are eating them. We were eating let's just go back to us. We were eating ourselves to death. We had no idea. We're just trying to do the standard American Actually, we were not eating the standard American diet. We were eating the Healthful Heart, Healthy American Heart Association related diet. Yeah. No red meat. Twice a year we had red meat. We ate ground turkey. We ate lean. I'm doing quote marks around the lean BS. Like again, the
lean
food,
chicken.
Again, the food guide said that this was lean, and that's just BS. Or saturated fat in chickens. Like it's this, just, even with the skin off. Mm-hmm. So we're eating all these foods, constantly dieting, constantly fruit all the time in our house. Yep. I didn't buy sugary cereals. We were not drinking we were drinking diet Sierra Mist, but there was always a conscious level of, I'm trying to be healthy. I'm trying to make an impact on my kids. Yeah. I don't want them to suffer like I suffer with, and then we come across this and my mind is like, what do you mean these things are killing me?
Right.
Eating
Everything
meat is killing me.
Right.
Cheese is cancerous. Meat is cancerous.
What?
Processed foods are Why is it on the health report? Why is it on the food guides?
Right. Why is it okay to eat 10 eggs if you want without anybody throwing a red flag up?
This isn't confusion. This is a pattern.
Yeah, it is.
This isn't confusion. This is a pattern. And I want more people to be able to see the pattern of the warning cigarettes, the warning label on cigarettes.
Yeah.
The warning labels now coming with the opiates.
Yeah.
There is more pressure on it, but it's still, people are still dying from it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All of this.
For sure.
But you don't have to.
No,
you don't have to.
I mean, a big problem is with the food is, the people that are given recommendations are invested in these companies.
And I don't think many people realize that, know that. I mean, and I mean that because we were there, and we were really trying to make the best recommendations for our family. We were listening to the doctors. Give your children dairy, once they're 1. But what about the studies? We didn't know to say that.
We didn't know at the time. Yeah.
No, we didn't know. But we were just listening to what we were being told, and that's unfortunately, like tobacco, like the drug companies, you need this, you should have this. It's funded by an industry that's profiting from this method that doesn't work. It's not bringing on health. It's not reversing disease, even though we have a food pyramid that actually does. And like you were saying, when we were at ICNM, Dr. Garner was talking about the study that he did. So why don't you elaborate on that? Because
let me tell you.
Ridiculous.
The report that he and 19 others, there were
19.
Let's just say, I'm just going to rip it out because
let's go. Here we go.
We're talking about, he was part of 20 scientific person advisory committee. They worked for 2 years on further new recommendations, roughly 1,000 hours each. They put in.
Hold on, I just want to take a minute to think about this.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked on something for 2 years? You ever tried to build something for 2 years? I know what that's like. Mm-hmm. Okay, you're working your ass off to make this happen. Right. I mean, he's being asked and summoned to do this new food pyramid, basically. The recommendations for the whole United States on the latest evidence, the latest research, and they
all have to. This whole advisory committee has to weed through all the research,
studies, all the research, peer reviewed, all the deep stuff.
Yeah, coming up like this, the real work there, to get it in the proper information. And after this 2 years, I mean, they turned in a 421-page report of recommendations. All right, and just the bottom line, the recommendations were blatantly ignored. And I don't know who made this decision, but
I want to talk about
we
it.
need to find out. I seriously, you can't, who, was it a committee of this or like, holy cow.
Who did do it? Who did say that?
I just said I didn't find out. It's hard to find out. I don't know if it was just one person or
the
who
committee
together.
Just said, you're not allowed to we're going to just scratch all of this.
Seriously, and when you know why, because they really went through the research.
I want them to hear this.
Okay,
I want them to hear this.
All right, well, let me talk, woman.
You don't say that.
Hey. Well, the recommendations were blatantly ignored, and the government quickly assembled a panel of just 9 scientific review authors, which at least 7 have industry ties. And those authors did declare receiving research funding and other compensation. No, I'm not going to hold on. From the National Cattlemen's Beef Association, the Texas Beef Council, General Mills, the National Dairy Council, and the National Pork Board, among other companies.
So let me just make sure I heard this right.
Yeah.
The new recommendations of the
The
current
new
food
little
pyramid,
group of people to knock
9
this
of
out
them.
in a few weeks.
They did this for, they're tied to, I mean, I know this, I want people to hear this. Those people who put together the new pyramid are tied to the industry of the pork, the cattle, the meat, the dairy, keto,
Yeah.
you know, all these things. They're tied to it. Now, this is your new food recommendations.
Yeah.
We've got the industry behind these foods making money off of their recommendations. So this goes down to when Dr. Garner, he's doing his talk and he said, I've got this 421 page document. We've spent 2 years doing this.
Right.
There's 17 of us putting the research together. Wasn't there like 17 doctors with Dr. Garner who was putting the research
There
together?
was 20 total.
20, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm off compared to the 9.
Right.
And why did they pull Dr. Garner's research study? Let them know.
Oh, well, they were complaining that, he's
Bought stock.
investing. Yeah, he has stock in Beyond Meat.
Like everybody else when this plant-based meat came out. Just a random,
Right.
he bought stock because it was getting hyped up everywhere. I bought stock in DC. I remember I was like, buy this. It's happening. Everybody in the room was buying it with me. Everybody who I was in this conference with was buying this. I just want to give the preface to what the urgency was when this new Beyond Meat hit the markets.
Right. It was just a
Significant.
stock to buy. Like, wow, this is really good. You know, it was a good thing
He buys
when it first came out. It was good. Hey, yeah.
this doctor, this researcher, he's so much, I can't think of his.
He's an awesome dude.
He's just great. Because of this, his whole entire research and everything that talks about reversing disease, losing weight, sustainability, health outcomes, longevity, cancers, autoimmune diseases. I mean, this covered everything, the real proof of a health pyramid that actually stops this chronic disease, heart disease being the number one killer, and it all got crapped on.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't just the only reason because of his
Kind of
thing.
rude.
But really, when this whole group, they turn in their report. It's the 421 page. And then I remember at the ICNM conference, he was like, yeah, and they said that was too long. You know, you got to bring it down to like 2 pages.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like, what? You got to do what?
Talk about moral injury.
Yeah.
No, really, moral injury.
I mean, with this group of people, the administration has been fooled by scientists working for the dairy and meat industries rather than for the health of the people. I mean, that's the bottom line.
But John, everybody, when we're trying to tell, you know, it's coming out wrong, but when people are coming to us and they're like, our doctor told us there's nothing you can do. I mean, we've watched, this is upsetting, and this is that moral injury that I can't quite put my finger on how to explain it to people. At first I was saying, well, now I can, but at first I was saying, you know, when somebody's choking, your instinct is to get up and save them. I mean, would you guys all agree? If
You're
somebody's
gonna
choking, for
try,
goodness
yeah.
sake, or if they're having a heart attack, you're going to instinctively want to try your best to help them. I mean, right? Think of that situation as awful and as horrific as it has been for some, and it may be for some. If that person who was having that heart attack or they were choking, if they looked up at you and just said, I can't, don't save me, I would prefer to just pass. I'm putting it lightly.
Yeah.
I see this over and over again with my clients. Now you know what works, like Dr. Garner was talking about,
Right.
like we talk about, like we're teaching people, like we're seeing right here at Plantspiration. We know it works, but people are saying, I don't want the Heimlich maneuver, even though I know it works. Don't you think that is so stressful that it would cause some feelings inside of guilt or
Yeah, for
frustration or anger? That's moral injury. It's wrong to watch something like that happen. You feel trapped that you can't do anything about it. That's what that feels like, watching them put out a food pyramid that says these are the things that are going to continue chronic disease to us. They're chronic disease is going to escalate.
Oh, yeah.
This
There's
is
no doubt
not
about
going
it.
to stop it. It's going to escalate it.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, the bias of the authors of this reflected in the new guidelines heavily promotes meat and dairy. But not only that, it wrongfully warns of nutrient deficiencies in vegan and vegetarian diet patterns.
Don't even get me started on that BS.
That is BS.
So this is why I have this moral injury of I can't believe with all that there's so many people that have success stories, but we've been talking about it for a year straight of people changing to a whole food plant-based diet, and it's massive what's going on.
Yeah.
It doesn't take the research and the science and the studies to see what's going on right in front of everybody's faces.
Right.
But I don't have the money to get out there and tell everybody.
Exactly. But Big Beef, they have the money to sway these people. The recommendations are not in the best interest of American people suffering from diet-related chronic disease. But the food industry, who benefit from increased sales of their products. Seriously. Did you know, now, this is really screwed up, for decades, the guidelines have incorporated recommendations.
We're excited.
I am friggin' worked up.
He's got moral injury, you guys. You're watching moral injury right now.
I need a Band-Aid, man. The recommendations of the Dietary Guidelines Advisory Committee, they always incorporate those, and that's what Dr. Christopher Gardner was on that with a whole group of people. Federal law requires this committee to be fairly balanced in the points of view represented, as the advice and recommendations of the committee will not inappropriately influenced by appointing authority or special interest, which they didn't like when they turned in a report and said, people are really the chronic disease and everything comes from the meat and the saturated fats and the and the oils and the butters and the dairy, and they didn't want to hear that.
Neither did the tobacco industry, neither did the OxyContin industry. When they knew that they were causing an epidemic, they knew that they were causing and the same thing is happening now. They don't care. Just it.
It's not just, they're going to sell more meat and everything. The medical industry, it's all part of it.
All part of it.
They're going to make more money because there's going to be more sick people.
Of course.
All they do is turn that pyramid a little bit and cram the meat up there, right? That's the first thing you see. And then they're just out there talking, you guys need more protein. Don't worry about saturated fat. But it's confusing. It is certainly confusing. The new guidelines clearly sidestep the protections that were supposed to be in place. They just ignored the Dietary Guideline Advisory Committee's report. We need other people. We need a different scientist. We need our guys to put the recommendations in place.
If it feels emotional to hear this, it's because it is. There's people eating themselves to death. I know I'm funny and we're in here and we're joking and we're laughing, but this is no different than watching people using tobacco when we know what the warnings are, knowing how dangerous heroin and narcotics and opiates can be for people. We know that this is a problem. We don't just go, well, we could have a little bit of it.
Yeah, right.
Have a little bit of this. And when we know somebody's benefiting from this kind of stuff, that should be up in the forefront. Oh, by the way, the people who made these decisions are tied to the dairy industry, the meat industry.
Research is clear that eating a diet focused on meat and dairy increases risk of diabetes, heart disease, obesity, and some types of cancer. These new guidelines will do very little to help Americans make healthier food choices. Meat and dairy products are significant sources of saturated fat, which the guidelines state should be limited to no more than 10% of calories. But the guidelines also go on to promote these foods as real food that should be prioritized in the diet. Just making it confusing.
And saturated fat is in meat. It's that's what I mean. We would have been uber confused. What do you mean reduce saturated fat? But yet here we've got this meat that has saturated fat. They're pushing it.
Higher protein. You got to do it. Well, it's
This is the circle jerk.
It is. Let me just finish up with saying,
you guys, he's moral injury is in full effect.
I was pissed when I saw this thing and
we know.
Heard the freaking report.
We know, and what's going on is it's like betrayal. Here we're getting the right information out where people's lives are changing. They're reversing their disease. We feel like the food pyramid was like taking dairy out a little bit. It was reducing it to like lean meats, to lean. They were saying like chickens, not red meat. And now they go and put it up at the top.
Now it's full blast. Eat it and double your protein. And that vegan and vegetarian is shit. It's just not equivalent. It's not,
This is upsetting.
I'm really pissed off.
Wow.
We're not holding back. Several times over the decades, the government has been sued under the Federal Advisory Committee Act.
It's going to happen
that committee members had financial ties to meat, dairy, or egg industries, and that these financial ties might increase the likelihood that unhealthy foods will remain in the guidelines, which we see is true.
It's just...
the federal court agreed on several of those cases and things. That's why... You saw it. Lower eggs or this or that. Even though it's just still hogwash because Weight Watchers are like, eggs are zero. Eat all you want.
Yet the heart disease rate continues to rise. Obesity rates continue to rise.
Well, there's already lawsuits on this new crap that they put
I know exactly. I mean, I think PCRM even immediately said like this is.
They've sued like in 2000 or 2005, 10, 15. I mean, it's just been ongoing.
There's an urgency behind.
And certainly this year they will get for bashing vegan and vegetarian
That's
meals.
ridiculous. How can you bash people who are like reversing disease, losing weight, improving
because
quality
that's not
of life?
making any money for the freaking industry.
I know.
I'm just pissed. I'm going to throw these
There's an
papers.
urgency behind what we do, and it doesn't come from ego, and it doesn't come from being loud. It comes from loss.
Yeah.
Like we feel like this because we've lost so many people. We don't talk about it often, but our journey started right away where we got better, we reverse our disease, we lose weight, and our friends are like, I'm on cholesterol medications, I'm on high blood pressure medications, I have these autoimmune diseases. They all had all these same things, and we were like, this you should try this. You should see what we're doing.
We can help you out
and
with
then
that.
they died.
Yeah.
No, really, this is how tragic this has been for us. And I'm not trying to go dark.
No,
but then they died. And then somebody called me with cancer. What can I do? And then they're in the hospital and they're feeding them chicken. And I was like, and dairy. And I was like, well, and then they died, and then it was another person with cancer. And then it was another person with heart disease. People in their 40s we're talking about. People in their 40s, people in their 30s, people in their 50s having heart attacks. And we're watching this go down. And we felt so flippin' helpless that I said, how do we let more people know that this is not okay? How do we let people know that this is not okay? Because once you know, and once you've seen disease reverse and weight come off and medications disappear, it's incredibly hard to watch people be told the same old story, handed a food pyramid shaped by industry that profits from keeping things exactly the same.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're not angry people.
No, but it's not even exactly the same. They've tweaked it and said, your food sucks and you got to eat more meat.
We're done pretending that conflicts of interest don't matter, and especially at the cost of human health.
Big time. So if you think the government really cares about your health, you got to think again. That's all I got to say.
And don't take our word for it. The research is there. We've spent the past 14, actually it's our 14-year anniversary, so I'll just add that in there. 14 years ago this week, by the way, is when you were coming home from that wrist reconstruction surgery. I could barely walk. We were both blowing mud. I had diverticulitis. I had pancreatitis. I was facing double knee replacements. My autoimmune was full blown. I could barely move. You had an autoimmune, and we were in our 40s.
Yeah, wow.
41. Was it 40 or 41?
For what?
14 years ago. I'm going to be 55.
41.
And when we came home and we watched that documentary, Forks Over Knives, and I saw that this could, what?
Yeah, right.
That's not what they're telling me. But this is showing me opposite. How could I look away? It was hard. It was scary. We were going against everything, the food pyramid and our doctors and our stuff going on in our family. We were going against everything to the point that I was even questioning, how am I losing weight so fast? Am I sick?
Yeah. Oh my God. What did I do?
I mean, the bank, going through the drive-through.
Yeah. The ladies at the bank. They're like, how's your
Crazy.
wife? How's she doing? We saw her the other day. Is she okay? I'm like, yeah. It's just looked like she lost a lot of weight. Is she sick? Does she have cancer? I'm like, no, we went plant-based. We feel fantastic.
That's what happened. And then
Like,
everybody
yeah, she
started
lost
being
100
worried.
pounds, man. She feels great.
People were shocked.
We're living life now.
People
They were
were
just,
shocked.
their face was just,
And this is why, because we've got a food pyramid
it
being
was like
shoved
that
down
loading
Yeah,
wheel was going
yeah.
around.
This is why. And then what we've learned is the moral injury, it's not just lifestyle medicine practitioners. It's not just, it's frontline workers, it's nurses, it's doctors, it's therapists, it's psychologists. So many people in the healthcare industry are facing this and watching it happen all the time. It's happening over here.
It's happening to them too.
And I feel, they're unintentionally like, the healthcare people are so ingrained in what they've been taught and that it wasn't plant-based. This is just going to back their cognitive dissonance up 10,000 more times.
Exactly.
They're one of the hardest to explain. I know you learned all that stuff in school, but this is the latest research, science, evidence, and it's been out for a long time, lifestyle medicine. So, like I said, lifestyle medicine's been around for over 20 years, and that's what this health model is. That's what this system is. It's not to we're not making any money. We're volunteering our time. This was our urgency, and this is what I'm saying. We're doing it because we're healing through the meaning of, we've got this moral injury, and the way that we're healing by watching all of it is by actually aligning our action. We got, I want to do something about it. I want to talk about it. I want to teach people how to make this change. I don't want to make money off of anybody. I know that's crazy. Wait a minute. What did she say?
Wait, what?
What did she say? Did she say she's not trying to make me? It just wasn't about that for us. It was an urgency of people are literally getting sick. They're dying. And I've spent the last 14 years having people want to make money off of my story or my program or what we're doing. You could charge so much money. But this is that's a moral compass of I've got to make this available to people because I'm watching it take people's lives.
Well, yeah, it was taking ours.
It's a serious issue.
It was taking it. It was working on it.
Our whole family.
Yeah.
We were just repeating everything that we've known. So we had to come in and say, we're going to do something a little different.
Enough of that.
Enough of that. What time are we at, by the way? Because I don't want to go too long.
No,
we're really
not too
trying
long.
to...
We're at 42, but
Oh, good.
I've got a health report
I was
coming up.
just going to say, we're over here getting... This is why
My gosh.
we started doing what we were doing.
Yeah.
Because telling the truth, bringing the community together, like I said, we're done pretending that these conflicts don't make a difference. And now I want to show you what whole food plant-based has done and the Plantspiration program
I mean, I
for
have
these people.
a lot of...
Really?
Well, yeah, we haven't... And when was the last time we did a report? What was it, November?
When was our last podcast?
I'm guessing November.
We needed that break.
Yeah. It was
That
good.
whole year of podcasting, I don't think they understand it was like a science project.
It was. But it
We're
was
back,
awesome.
baby. This Plantspiration Health Report is brought to you by our Plantspiration members.
That's right.
These people are slaying it. They're showing up every day to the Plantspiration program, and the results are typical.
I mean, you can't deny it.
So we were last at 2,237 pounds when we
you
left you
believe
guys.
that?
What was that, maybe 6, 7, 8 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 6 or so.
2,237 pounds. And I can't wait to hear this, John. Let it roll.
I'm not even going to tell you the pounds yet.
Give me a drum.
I'm
Oh,
going to
yeah.
hear you. I don't have a drum roll. I'll have to
Let me just
record
explain.
a drum roll. That's what we'll do.
I also, before we get into this health report,
Yeah.
when everybody comes into Plantspiration, they learn the true food pyramid of reversing disease, living longer, losing weight, getting healthier. There is no dieting over here. There is no restricting calories. There is no restricting carbohydrates, because the only thing that I teach, share, live is the things that actually help us prevent and reverse disease and live longer. And
That's right.
and broccoli and potatoes are not paying me to say that. They don't have the money to do that.
No.
So take that in.
Yeah,
John,
seriously. I mean,
Let's take this in.
people are checking in. All the goodness is like, I mean, people's anxiety gone.
It's what we
More
do.
energy, no inflammation,
Boom.
increased strength, feeling lighter, more energy, less pain. Sounds like last year, right? Because,
You're off to a great start.
it's awesome. Let's say that again. Less pain, calmer, sleeping better. We have somebody checking in. Triglycerides lower by 150 points.
I'm sorry,
Cholesterol
what?
down by 39. Good iron level now, and used to be low. Well, how do you do that without eating meat? Well, because it's in the plants.
Bingo.
Less inflammation. And people that she's gonna start wearing skirts again. Look out.
Come on.
Yeah, seriously. Working
I
out
love
more.
this. Keep going.
More and more people are working out. And like people that
we see
haven't been working out are like working out. They're doing great.
I just want to add in here, because that's how I do it. Real people, real food, real change is what you're witnessing here. Real food. They're not doing this on the food pyramid.
This
that
isn't
they
on
just
1,200 calories either.
Please keep going. Wearing skirts again. I love this. Thank you for putting that in there, by the way. This is real.
More. Yeah, this is real.
Gosh, this is great.
Like somebody's going to be ready for bikini weather.
Boom.
Bam. Better. Yes.
It's not a resolution. It's a revolution.
That's right.
That's what this is. Nobody here had a resolution, by the way.
No.
That was the whole thing at Plantspiration.
Yeah.
I was like, we don't do resolutions.
Well,
this is a revolution.
Because everybody always has the same one.
Yeah.
Lose weight, get healthier, all that. It's all be balled up into one, but you don't need that.
Not up in here.
Not up in here.
Not up in here.
Oh, man.
Revolution. Keep going.
People are getting better at handling stress. No more diabetes. No more.
That was the whole food plant-based pyramid right there.
Yeah. No more high cholesterol. No insomnia anymore. Lower blood pressure.
Thank you, Plantspiration.
Emotionally safer, calmer, happier.
Did you guys hear that?
Mm-hmm. Another, calmer and eating way more and losing weight.
Oh, the Plantspiration method in full effect.
Is that even? Yeah, that's another.
I love this.
Like, how does that work?
Not theory.
It works.
Not hype. It's proof.
That's right. More gratitude, less complaining. People out of the cheese trap and done with drinking wine, just feeling great.
So just so that I could get a recap, people's lives are changing.
Yeah.
They're regulated.
Well, this is way happier than the first portion of the podcast.
They're eating nutritional, evidence-based, how to get this down, because everybody out there knows whole food, plant-based, diet and lifestyle work, okay? Right. But here's where we make it stick.
That's right.
Here's where we make it stick. So drum roll, please.
I don't have a drum roll, but I will give you one. How much weight was left?
2,237 pounds was the last time we logged in here, and we've got a health report today. John, take it away.
And we've went 100 pounds at 2,337. 100 pounds in 6 weeks, dude.
This is what we do over here.
We're crushing it.
This is helping.
You guys are crushing it.
This is helping moral injury.
I got a
I feel like we're making an impact right there. I feel like we're making an impact.
Yeah, certainly.
That's incredible.
100 pounds.
That's what's happening.
When I saw that, I couldn't stop smiling.
He's ready to cry.
Not gonna know. I
which
know.
is okay if you do.
No,
it's okay.
Hey.
It feels good to know that the people were inspired.
And yes.
And they're showing up and they're learning. I mean, what we're doing over here is
just giving them the information. You're teaching them
how.
And
I just want to let them know. I have to let them know. You're truly verklempt. I see you. You're having to and I know, because I'm getting that way too.
Yeah. It's you and all the education and all the training you're taking. You have a new title now. Would you share that with the crowd?
Somatic lifestyle medicine practitioner.
That's right. And
thank you.
Freaking worth every bit of it.
Oh,
I mean, you are awesome.
This year, look what's happening. People are probably giving up on a lot of their stuff already by week 3 of the new year. 80% of people fall off, but we have way more percentage of people getting on.
Yeah.
We don't spiral down over here. We spiral up, baby.
That's right.
And what we're doing is working.
For sure.
It's working. I'm so proud of everybody.
I know. Don't ruin my mascara.
Well,
Jeez.
it's emotional because we've watched so many people die.
I know.
And it's still happening that we have to look away. It's hard.
Best friends.
Yeah, we don't want to force anybody to do this. See, this is hard.
My goodness, yeah. I mean,
we lost half our wedding party.
Yeah, shit.
That's a lot.
All right, but back to it. You guys are crushing it. and kicking butt.
We're crushing it. And let me talk about what's crushing this week. Like we mentioned, we have our Eat Your Plants Off curriculum, the method of why people are losing so much weight and reversing disease.
Seriously,
and
were you guys in the
wearing
last class?
skirts.
Jeez, we made pancakes, cheese fries, like fully loaded nacho cheese fries. What else did we make? It was amazing.
It was the pancakes.
The port wine cheese, right?
No, that was just the last night. We were just having that.
Oh, geez, sorry. It's not real cheese, but it tastes better and doesn't kill you.
Yeah, we made the full-on cheesy without the diseasey cheese fries loaded with the beans and the onion, all that stuff. We also made the pancakes. We made a huge big batch of, and then we made the burgers. And those burgers those are 13, 14 years old since we started.
I mean, we made a fresh batch. They weren't that old.
No, of course not. And in this week's class, we're going to be talking about nutrient density, which is something that food pyramid does not have a clue about.
That's right.
Okay, nutrient density, what people are cooking, and how this works on your plate. Yeah. Because everybody's worried about calories is the word they use. And that other word, I don't even want to say protein. Protein. Oh, protein on this, protein on that,
There's
protein on
be
this.
so many more
protein.
Kidney problems and a lot of different things with higher. Oh, you got to double your protein. Everybody's out there going, yeah, woo.
Let me ask you this.
Do you even know?
If all that worked, if all this restricting calories, taking the keto, if all of this worked, this food pyramid that I'm going to say sucks.
Yeah.
If all that worked, we wouldn't be one of the sickest countries in the world.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have the highest rate of heart disease.
I mean, there's even like a thing
disease,
of butter
obesity.
on it,
It's ridiculous.
a jar of oil on the, stop it.
That's calorie density.
That's the medical being like, man, you got to have this
calorie
stuff in
density. And people are confused. We're going to get you guys unconfused, which is what I was going to say. This isn't about restriction. This is about liberating yourself of dieting and diet culture and the whole misconception. I'm into thrive culture.
I mean, we've had so many more foods and flavors and the variety and deliciousness of everything
but we didn't know.
Across the board. No, we didn't know, but that's why we're here telling you guys.
I'm going to ask you something.
It's amazing.
We're going to do
I'm one hell of a chef now. I am. I'm a culinary engineer.
If you're, listen, I want to ask you something really quick.
And I'm making my red lentil dal tonight. Yeah, baby. I can't wait.
He's a changed man because once you put the plants in your pants, everything changes. No, really.
No, true.
It matters. So here's what I want to ask you. And this is random.
Uh-oh.
Say that you were sitting in front of the old you 14 years ago right now. So you're today's version of John, and now I want you to think of what old version of John would be thinking if he heard this.
I forgot about that, dude.
Just think about it for a minute. So you're new to what? You've never heard of plant-based, and you hear this podcast, and you hear this guy, John, talking about it. What would you be thinking, to be completely honest?
Mm-hmm. Well, at first, be like, vegan.
Same.
It's stupid.
Well, we did that.
I know. So that's how I would have gone about it. And then, you do a little research or something when nobody's looking, like, I got to look this shit up.
Did you?
Whoa, wow. Holy cow.
Of course you did.
Yeah, that's why I'm here today, folks.
There it is. If you're done being confused, shamed, or gaslit about your health, which is really what's going on.
Yeah.
Eat this stuff, get healthier. That's gaslighting because that's not really going to happen, but most people out there are really going to believe that.
Yeah.
But what I want you to believe is, look at what's going on here. These people, we're talking about it every week. We've been doing it for a year straight. We've been coming in here and saying, these are real people using real food and they're getting real results.
Yeah.
People aren't falling off over here. They're getting better and better and better.
Yeah, big time.
This is going to just keep on growing, and we want you to be a part of it. Come learn with us. Come regulate with us. Come heal in this community with us. I'm just going to say it.
Say it.
I'm not afraid to say it because that's what's going down over here.
Well, that's what is happening.
And they don't have, it's not about willpower either.
No.
It's about skill power.
Yep.
Support, skills, the truth. And once you keep hearing it, you cannot unsee it.
I mean,
you can't do it alone.
No, you're in a community, you're in a group with other people that are doing the same thing, and you're seeing results.
It's too exciting.
You go down our feed, you see, wow, this person, look at what they're eating.
No wonder she lost 70 pounds.
I know. That's what I was
No wonder she's down 40 pounds. They're active every day.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Anyway, we just want everybody to feel this good. That's what started this. This was my whole mission. When I held up my phone in 2013, I said, I have to tell people about this. I can't keep it to myself.
No.
I lost 100 pounds. I'm walking, I'm riding my bike, I'm living my life at 50. I'm going to be 55 in a few months. I've never felt better in my life.
Right.
This is almost unbelievable.
I know.
And we're not pretending.
We're here.
We're
and
here.
It's believable.
I think it's time to wrap it up.
We're going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
I'll
We're going to be
take it.
making some wraps on our class on Wednesday night. We're going to be talking about
Oh, yeah.
kale that tastes like salami and that you can eat all you want of it. These people are eating so much food. They're doing so well, but we're
making
getting
my
them
mouth
to trust
water.
food. We're getting them to trust
The
what's
kale.
going on.
Yeah.
In the middle of all this, these guys aren't
I know.
confused.
That kale is amazing. I can't wait.
Thank you for questioning the system instead of blaming yourself. And thank you for staying curious and courageous through this podcast.
Yeah.
That's how it started for us. It was a little bit much when we first heard what we've been doing is killing us. We didn't want to hear it. We didn't want to see it. We didn't want to believe it. But if this episode hit you, like it, share it, subscribe, and send it to someone who's been saying, something feels off. I'm not getting any answers. I'm not getting any lighter. My diseases aren't getting any better, because history doesn't change when people stay quiet.
That's right. I mean, when that resolution is like, man, it just ain't working.
It changes
Give us a
when
call.
people stop unseeing what they know.
Yeah.
So for all of you guys out there,
Crush it, man.
crush it. We want you to keep eating your plants off. We look forward to seeing you in class, in our community, and kicking some ass. We're just going to say that. So wrap it up, John. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. We're back, baby. And I think next week's topic, it's going to be a big one. We're
gonna be a big one.
We're going to be talking about what happens when, I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to tune in.
See you next time.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. We love you.
Woo, yeah.